Hello, hello, hello. Assalamu alaikum. Ji ayanu. Pakhair aghle ni hao. Chunashumme washmale ohai gazaimus guten morgen. Hi, hugs and hello. Ole and hola.
Ole
For
something
your
else.
yeah, but whatever
Ole.
it is, ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to this morning alongside Shazad Khan and Maha Makhdoom. Hello, Maha. How are you? Happy Friday.
Hello everyone. Assalamu alaikum Shazad. Wa alaikum assalam. I'm very good today and it's Friday
Yeah.
and already the week's over.
Yeah, thank God that the week's over as well. I mean, we do need definitely, because when you're traveling on motorway, you do stop over, you have some food, you go to use the restrooms and whatnot. So I think we can act like this during the entire
okay,
week.
wait. So what you're saying is the weekend is a pit stop.
Yeah, weekend is definitely a pit stop because
Okay.
there's no stopping for
Life.
people like us.
Yeah, okay.
No, it's not even life. It's like we need to achieve our goals, man.
Oh,
So
okay.
for all those people who are out there who are focused on their goals, it's just a pit stop.
Okay, exactly. And you have to have your rest anyway. But we have a very interesting show for you today. And before we start focusing on the special of the month, we are going to give you the top stories for the hour.
Let's do it. Yeah. Prime Minister Shahid Khaqan Abbasi has called for a just, peaceful and expeditious resolution of the Kashmir dispute.
Over 7,750 megawatts of power has been added to the national grid system during the last 4 years. Wow.
Yeah.
Have you noticed the load shedding has decreased?
Myanmar's Vice President Henry Van Theo says his government is deeply concerned about the exodus of people from Rakhine state into Bangladesh.
Maybe they should look at the political situation.
Yeah,
And what they're
it's
doing.
different.
Yeah. Okay, more than 50 people have been rescued from collapsed building in Mexico as rescuers dug for survivors of a 7.1 magnitude earthquake that killed at least 233 people.
That's right.
Very sad.
After months of planning, China put into service the world's fastest bullet trains, shedding a speed cap put in place 6 years ago following a deadly train crash. Well, that's how great nations are born. You come back with a bang.
Yeah. Finally, let's move on to the next final. After a successful 3-match series in Lahore with World 11,
Yeah.
the cricket also moved to North Waziristan agency, once a stronghold of militants.
Amazing.
Excellent. I knew it was 11, but I wanted to say 6.
But I don't
For some reason.
But I don't know whether you remember or not that when it was the very first match of this Independence Cup and you were reading the news and I was actually pointing towards this 11 then to ask whether it's 11 or
Yeah, so basically I was reading the news and while I was reading it, he just points out and like starts, like gesturing. I thought I had missed some information or some rules or I had said something wrong, so I just stopped. And then I just stopped, and then he had to take over.
And then afterwards, I had to go through a bit of problem as well because my producer was like, "Why did you do that? Don't you know?" And I was like, "Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Take it easy."
Okay.
Well, all right,
anyway,
these
so
were
it's
the top
11.
stories, ladies and gentlemen. Time now for a public service message, and Maha will do the honors.
Oh, great. Thank you so much. Okay, so having a bit of technical problems at the moment. Anyway, so the public service message is today that there's a lot of roadworks happening across the country. So if you are stuck in the traffic, try and be patient and stick to your lanes. Yesterday, from F8 to F10, I was stuck for at least half an hour.
And this is the problem on Margla Road these days, and for all those people who actually have to go to universities, because when we actually come across Berry University and Air University over here on Margla Road. So what happens is that if you have to go take a left turn and go to your university, why are you even in the right lane?
Exactly.
In the first place, be on the left. And then everybody's in a hurry, so you don't even get your way to go.
And people are creating lanes and also parking on the roads. Like, come on, guys.
And then people who were actually on the bikes, they actually put their bikes onto the side path and then they drive on it.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Then they're like, wow. I'm a free soul.
Okay, no, that's just annoying. So don't do that, guys, and be considerate. So now let's get our conversation started because we have an entertaining show for you today. We'd like to highlight the talent within Pakistan, and especially people who are trying to reinforce the industry, especially in the music industry.
Exactly, and then I don't know whether it is correct to say that we are going to highlight the talent, because I think the talent was recognized by Lux Style Awards as well back in 2014. He got an Emerging Talent Award, and then since then this guy is
celebrating talent.
Yes, and we're celebrating, and we are sharing talent as well. And then this guy is a composer, he's a lyricist, and he might even sing a few times as well, because if he's doing so much. And alongside him, we've got a guy who actually came to Pakistan from US, well, didn't knew what I'm going to do, and then eventually he became a singer, he launched himself, and now he's doing so well that everybody pretty much recognizes him as well. So, and then they're doing a project together, which is with the name of Sargam Ke Khiladi, and it's a very new venture, and then they've released a wonderful song with the name of Hamnashi. We've got the song, we're going to listen to the song first, and then we're going to come back to them. Let's take a listen. All right, yeah, we're just organizing that, so let me just do the introduction. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, on my right-hand side,
the beauty of life
on my right-hand side, the award winner, none other than Mr. Shahriyar Mirza. Hello, assalamu alaikum, how are you?
Assalamualaikum. I'm good. Good to be on the show.
Thank you so much for being here.
And
Okay, I'm good. Yeah, we'll wake him up in a moment. I feel like he's still asleep. Okay, besides Shahriyar, who do we have?
Okay, besides Shahriyar, ladies and gentlemen, we have got somebody who'll kind of, if you're going to take a look at him in the first glance, he might look very old to you, but he's very young from within and from the outer skirts as well. But he's none other than Mr. Adnan Qureshi. He's a vocalist, musician, and he's been performing live for the past 15 years.
Thank you.
Walaikum assalam. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks, man. How are you?
It's always a pleasure.
Thank you for being
here. Good to see
here.
you guys again.
Thank you very much. So let's get started with Sargam Ke Khiladi. What is that?
So Sargam Ke Khiladi is a concept whereas, we're trying to bring some of the old nostalgic pop music and sounds, from the, early 90s, but mostly the 70s that both me and Adnan have been.
Geetmala.
If you want to call it Geetmala, yeah. But it's a lot of melody and a lot of poetry that I feel is missing right now from the music scene. So कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि, we're trying to return to those roots. And then there's a third member. Her name is Zia.
Okay. She didn't come?
No, she prefers to stay anonymous.
All right.
But, and this is the fourth member. This is my little guitar here.
What's the name of this member?
Well, it's a company. I think she's Korean.
Okay.
I like Koreans.
Okay.
Very nice.
So anyway, so we are trying to just, do music, totally original music. And Hamnashi is like, inshallah, is going to be the first of many songs that we're going to do. And we're going to fuse a lot of local instruments.
So it's going to be a fusion of Western and Eastern music?
Well, not really. It's going to be pretty much steeped in our traditional pop music, so Indo-Pak music.
Wonderful.
And we're going to try to keep sticking to the instruments that we're so proud of and that we should utilize, like the sarangi, the bansuri, and inshallah the tabla.
Excellent.
Very nice. And ladies and gentlemen, we were even supposed to have somebody who was actually going to play sitar, but unfortunately, I think that the sitar didn't agree to come. Well, it's perfectly all right. And talking about Indo-Pak music, I think that you have got your hands on the perfect vocalist as well, because this is what his interest is, and this is the type of songs he sings as well. So, Adnan, how did you
become part of this?
Yeah, well, when Shahriyar contacted me, he had this idea to come up with this platform and this song. We listened to the composition in the raw form, and the song itself had a very beautiful melody to it, and that's something that I enjoy. And he felt that my vocals would be very, good for this kind of a song and for future projects as well. So then we started collaborating, discussed the song, we played it a couple of times, and I sang it. And it actually suited my voice as well, and he wanted that type of vocal tone for the song. So, and he had a concept in mind. And I personally love the melody. That's my basic thing. The song has to have some soul in it, and this song had a lot of soul in it.
Okay.
So we went for it, and we plan to create more songs in the future.
Wow.
And we're going to talk about that in a moment. So now let's try again with the video. So let's have a look at
All right, no, that's not what we're going to do.
Why?
But what we are going to do is that we're going to listen from them. because they sang it originally, and
I
then
know,
we
but
can
we have-
definitely play
okay.
the video.
Okay.
All right,
should we
let's
do that
do it.
first, or should we?
Let's do it.
What do you think
If
is
you
better?
play the video first, I mean.
Yeah, because they want to launch the video.
Yeah, so-
Okay, so we're having we're actually having a few technical issues
we
right
are?
now
Oh, you still have a technical
with the video,
Okay.
but we are trying to get it. But okay, now you released the video. You got the composition, you made the music, you found the singer, then you decided to make a video.
Yeah.
Now that's something that a lot of musicians, especially within the industry, they don't always make a video. They just release music.
Yeah, but these days, I just feel like if you just release an audio track, it's very static, and people want to be able to put a face to the music and the people, and we have a very high opinion of ourselves,
Okay.
and I think we all look good on camera. Maybe not so great on PTV cameras. But I'm just kidding. But the idea was to really a video is really your visiting card.
Yeah.
And so we had a concept for the video.
Yeah.
We'll be seeing it hopefully in a bit. But the idea was really to, if you have a nice romantic ballad, then why not picturize it?
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And these days, with the technology that we have, and social media really picks up more on video rather than an audio track. So we're trying to appeal to everyone who can get into the song, and hopefully.
Yeah, and definitely when you want to appeal somebody, it's not really necessary that you need to look good on camera as well, because camera does not speak any lies.
You're so right. You're so right.
So we really have to be in line with that. But you saying that we obviously have to make a video so that people can relate to that, and whatever sentiments we share or whatever emotions we share, I think that gets very catchy too.
It gets catchy. People really want to listen to. I'll give you a very good example. When Aankhon Ke Sagar came out, people really wanted to connect with the vocalist.
Yeah.
Now Shafkat is Shafkat. He's a legend. So if you see the video, it's him and his band members at the beach somewhere in Karachi, right?
Yeah.
All the beaches look the same in Karachi. People were just loving the lip sync because there was Shafkat in his element, and he wo ghus ke ga raha tha, and he was singing Aankhon Ke Sagar. So I think people really connected, and that's what people want to do. People, I think, respond to lyrics a lot also.
Absolutely.
Which is where I really personally invested, and Adnan knows that हमने बहुत मेहनत की. And I worked very hard on the lyrics, because lyrical content अगर अच्छा हो तो फिर मजा भी आता.
That was my next question. Now, when you said there's a lot of poetry and that kind of that depth missing within the music these days. So when you were writing the lyrics, when you were composing it, how did you manage to make sure that this is the quality I want to hear myself, and this is the quality people should be having?
Well, we all, we have such great examples in terms of Lollywood and Bollywood from the 70s. A lot of them have a lot of content. They're not just words that, moon, June and all that, spoon maybe.
Yeah.
But, the good thing about, and then of course we have our own Urdu literature. So being Urdu speaking, I have lots of great books at home that I have never read for years, and I felt like I owed it to myself.
Okay.
So, we have great writers, Kurutula and Heather. We have, in terms of poets, we have obviously such great poets such as Faiz Saab, Mustafa Zaidi. So, if you read them, you get inspired. So I just got inspired.
And I think I'm getting your point over here. So ladies and gentlemen, these days, for all the songs which we have been listening to is party, sharty, apple, apple.
बहुत सुकून है कि वो कोई बंदा लिखे ओए होए और उसके साथ वो धूम धड़का हो जाए. That's fine.
It's like the Daddy Yankee of music.
No, imagine
Because he
that.
says the same thing.
I was listening to the song this other day, and the lyrics are, "Aao galti se mistake kar le." I mean, how can you even write that? Please don't do that. But what we want to do right now is that we definitely want an example of what you guys are doing. So why don't we give it a try alongside your Korean friend? So is it going to be Hum Nasheen?
Sure.
Sure. हम थोड़ा सा गुनगुना लेंगे.
We can do a
in the absence of Zia.
watered down version of it.
Yeah, because we are missing one of the main singers as well.
So Zia sounds a lot like Nazia Hassan, I think. We'll just try to wing it.
Sure.
Yeah.
मेरे हमनशी सितारे और समय मिलते हैं चांदनी के किनारे लहरें बेनयाज नगमे हम आवाज भूले ना भुलाए ये नज़ारे आपसे वाबस्ता है ये सिलसिला आगे होगा क्या हमें क्या पता
मेरे हमनशी सितारे और ज़मीं मिलते हैं चांदनी के किनारे
कांटों में खुशी बहारों में कमी सहराओं में चमन मुस्कुराए हे चार सू बस रंग ही रंग
ओ रक्स में है ये कदम जैसे बदलते मौसम
सनम
सनम
मेरे हमनशी
सितारे और ज़मीं मिलते हैं चांदनी के किनारे
मेरे हमनशी सितारे और ज़मीं
मिलते हैं चांदनी के किनारे
मेरे हमनशी
मेरे हमनशी मेरे हमनशी
मेरे हमनशी मेरे हमनशी
मेरे हमनशी आपसे वाबस्ता है ये सिलसिला आगे होगा क्या
Very nice. That's great.
Wow, it's like one of those songs where you can probably be
Yeah,
at the
it was-
beach, be on your terrace, veranda,
Sure.
be with somebody who's actually your hamnishi
That was
as well.
beautiful.
Hamnashi. So I think it has some connection with water. So if you look at the video, we actually shot this at Rawal Lake
Okay.
by the Bunny
I
Gala
was actually
side,
going to ask you
so-
about the video, and I
Yeah.
also wanted you to tell us the meaning of the song for all our non-Urdu speakers out there. So that we have a lot of foreign viewers. So
Sure,
what does
sure.
it mean, and what was it about? We should have asked you before.
Soulmate.
Well, Hamnashi in Urdu literally means someone who sits by you.
Okay.
So I would say companion
Okay.
is the direct translation. And it's just, it plays on a lot of imagery. There's a lot of romantic imagery that's happening. So it's basically two companions talking to each other. It's a love song. And there's a beautiful part in there, I think it's beautiful, where this guy kicks in and then there's a little duet happening.
Okay, yes.
I always love the idea of duets and
A
it
lot of
becomes a
people,
romantic conversation.
A lot of people were asking us why there's 3 singers in the song.
Okay.
So maybe you can elaborate on that as well
Yeah.
and
So,
tell us.
Because
Yeah.
I was going to say, I was like, wait, because I've watched the video, I've heard the song a few times. And I was hearing the different vocals. I'm like, I'm so confused as to who's
Yeah.
singing. Because in your description, it doesn't
because
say.
people want to know who the girl is with. I mean, that's the concept, right?
Sure.
Who is our Hamnashi?
Okay. So
Is
there's
it
two
me?
people.
Is it him?
So
Is it somebody else?
The fact is,
Yeah.
things need to be open-ended. Things don't need to be spelled out.
Yeah.
I love the idea of triangles. I think a lot of romantic films have love triangles. So let's just leave it at that.
Oh,
But
yay.
but I like the idea of duets. You know, there's a duet, but I want to include 3 voices in songs so that it becomes even more sonically rich. When you have 3 different distinct voices in a song, I don't think it throws people off. I think I'd like to think that it adds more richness to.
Okay, and we're going to pause it there, and we're going to go for a short break. And when you come back, we're going to discuss this because I want to talk about the direction of the industry, and this is something new because people don't tend to give you that audio like over.
Right.
Exactly,
Let's talk about this.
and I love
It's
the
interesting.
and I love where you come in, and then because you have this nostalgic sound from 1970s as well, where you
No,
do
it
a
works
bit as
really
well.
well. Yeah.
So I cannot do that obviously, but
No,
when
yeah,
you
don't.
guys are going to come back, we'll definitely listen to some more enriched music with 2 vocalists over here because one of them is missing and she's still not able to find her Hamnishi. But ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. We'll definitely see into it. Good morning.
ancient city of Taxila is the heart of stonework in Pakistan. This art, which has been preserved and practiced for centuries, can be seen on many major landmarks of the country. Notably, the Pietra Dura work in the Lahore Fort's Sheesh Mahal. These stone products take days to complete and require immense precision and skill from the craftsmen. The final products are perfect for souvenirs, gifts and decoration pieces, each depicting the richness of Pakistani culture at its best. Camel skin and ivory craft are trademarks of Multan's handicraft repertoire. Camel skin is cleaned, dried and mounted onto molds which can be of any shape desired. Multicolored lacquer painting is then used to ornament the molds, which in the end bear a Mughal or Persian feel. Ivory is crafted into pens, chess sets, jewelry and other accessories such as keychains by the expert craftsmen. Such detailed work, while being extravagant, is indeed a feat to achieve, and craftsmen of Multan produce beauty with their work which is worthy of global admiration. The enchanting arts and crafts of Pakistan.
India, considered as the largest democracy, is also the most ferocious country in the world. It's a place where minorities have no right to exist. Muslims, Sikhs, Christians, Buddhists, and even Dalits have suffered tremendously at the hands of majority Brahmins and the atrocious policies of India. Kashmiris have never accepted Indian occupation of their motherland. To curb the Kashmiris' legitimate desire for independence, India resorted to undemocratic means of suppression, including brutal killings in fake encounters.
right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for everybody who just got tuned into PTY. You watch your world this morning alongside Maha Makhdoom and Shazad Khan. Today we have been joined by Sargam Ke Khiladi.
Yes.
And these two gentlemen are doing a great job. One of the members is missing because she wants to be anonymous most of the time as well.
But that's really interesting. You know, it's like when the gorillas came out, you never knew who they were. They just had these cartoon figures of them. So that's a really cool concept. Okay, so now we were meant to go to the video, but we will go to the video, hopefully, before the show's over. But now let's talk about the band and the actual... Where should we start from?
Okay,
There's so much to cover now.
No, I want to start from Adan first of all, because you've been singing live for the past 15 years.
Good point.
Yeah, almost, yeah.
Why do you think that there was a requirement of your own inner self to be a part of a band?
Well, first and most important, I've been doing covers for a long time, and so has Shahryar. He's done some more original music than I have. But, you know, there's a certain life that you can do covers for. I mean, it's great you do covers. It's a lot of fun. And I was working on my own song when he contacted me. I'm in the middle of it right now.
Yeah.
But I put that on the hold because of this song. It was so beautiful, the way he had composed it, and the idea that he has behind Sargam Ke Khiladi, where he wants to make a platform for new singers to eventually come on board, and me and him can be a permanent part in any way, you know, supporting new musicians, be it singing, be it composing, you know, platform for new voices. So that's the main reason I decided to come on. And then the kind of music that he wanted to do was directly proportional to the kind of music I've been doing.
Yeah, you mentioned.
The music I love. I mean, I basically sing 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
That's my soul. I mean, that's what I like doing. So,
Okay,
I mean,
that's
we
a
all love
really
the
good
English
idea.
music as well, but this is what I sing. So it was a good fit.
And that's what actually looks like when we take a look at you, that, you know, you probably belong to that era too.
Oh, God. I'm saying...
That was just a light joke.
That's a light joke.
Yeah.
But you just have to stop, man, because I think the career is going to be on your head soon. Okay, so now, that's wonderful that you want to bring in other talent too. Like, because you have Zia, but she is, you know, she doesn't want to be in the front light of it. Now, when you have a band like that with different kind of talents or interests, but with the same objective, how are you going to make it work? Because bands don't survive, or there's that ego, you know, there's a competition for light, competition for the main vocals.
Yeah.
So how are you, because you've got two strong singers, so what's going to happen?
Surprisingly, there was no competition at all.
I can sense
when
that,
we
like
did
it's
Hum
very
Nashee.
comfortable.
We're very mature people now. See, the thing is, in college I wasn't very mature. I
Okay.
don't know how he was like, but
I was
I'm
very
guessing
bad.
he wasn't a, you know.
He was
No,
even
I
worse
was
then.
terrible. You don't want to know.
The thing is, right now, it's not really about ego. It's about making music. And you're right, bands don't really last in Pakistan, or in fact, anywhere, especially when you're in high school or in college, because either you got to go somewhere for higher studies or you get married or whatever. The thing is that you just have to be focused. This is, I won't call this a band, it's more of a project. And under this project, this umbrella, we want to work with musicians not only in Pakistan, but outside Pakistan. So to start with, neighbors that we don't get along with, India, Afghanistan, even Iran. Now I guess we don't get along
Well,
with
in
them
your
anymore.
opinion, though.
And also Bangladesh. The fact is that Sargam Ke Khiladi can then take on more Khiladis, collaborate, because, you know, music is so much beyond borders. And that's my vision for taking the band forward.
That's
That is
actually-
amazing. But
we
Sargam
have
Ke
this-
Khiladi itself is a name which is very different for a band to be formed in 2017.
Yeah, because you have people like,
Yeah.
you have very, I mean, okay, now this is
Yeah,
going to
people
sound...
like-
There's a band called Badnaam.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
That
have
band
like...
was in the
called
finals
Kashmir
of
too.
the Battle of the Bands.
Yeah.
The Pepsi thing.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a throwback. So the Sargam Ke Khiladi does take you back to Satte Pe Satta and movies like, even there was a great art film that I personally love.
Shatranj Ke Khiladi.
Shatranj Ke Khiladi.
Yeah.
So Shatranj Ke Khiladi is a great, and I just love the concept of being champions of song is how you would roughly translate it into English. So if we want to champion the cause of the song,
All right.
because Sargam Ke Khiladi is all about that format of getting one song right, and the fact that it's original.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do right now is that we are going to see how the champions performed in the video.
Thank you. Okay.
Is the video coming your way?
I'm so scared that it's not going to play.
मेरे हमनशी सितारे और सामी चांदनी के किनारे कांटों में खुशी बहारों में कमी सहराओं में चमन मुस्कुराए हे सर आपको है क्या खबर छोड़ो पहेलियों को और आ जाओ इधर रवा दवा है आज भी सबा घटा ये रोशनी रुक न जाए सफर ओ हम नाशी चार सू बस रंग ही रंग रक्स में है ये कदम जैसे बदलते मौसम सनम सनम सितारे और सनी मिलते हैं चांदनी के किनारे मेरे हमनशी मेरे हमनशी मेरे हमनशी मेरे हमनशी मेरे हमनशी मेरे हमनशी
What a beautiful video early in the morning. It was very mesmerizing.
And you know what, like, you know, whatever the conversation was happening, but that's, I mean, for the morning, I'm sorry, I don't care what anyone thinks, that was perfect. Like,
yeah, it was perfect.
You're not being, like, your anxiety's not risen. You're not feeling like you're going to kill someone or yourself. You know, you don't want to fight with anyone. You're just calm. Calm.
And this is what I wanted to ask, that, you know, this is not what the type of music which is happening in Pakistan now. Everybody's going bang, bang and whatnot. Yeah. And we have been watching that show, Battle of the Bands as well. EP made a comeback as well. And you can see Fawad Khan doing all of this. I mean, come on. Probably just at your age.
Okay, you sound like an old person now.
This is something which we need to do, right? Yeah. So why do you think Sargam Ke Khiladi's actually adopted a line where it's
very
laid
different.
back, it's relaxing, and I know that you've been doing rock music too.
Yeah, rock music has been part of, I guess it's part of my DNA. As a kid, I was just into rock, and in Islamabad, I've been one of the pioneers of the underground music. So I had a cover band called Soul Slide, and we used to play with bands like Irtash and Lahu back in the day. So we used to play at colleges. It was a lot of fun. Playing rock music is really cool. It's aggressive and it gets a lot out of your system. But the fact is that, you know, with time, you also absorb, and as a musician, it's your responsibility to keep absorbing other sounds. I'm sure Adnan was very surprised when I told him I had this song.
I was shocked actually.
Because this song has a very soothing, and for me the litmus test was I played it to my aunts and my mom, and they all said, "Ye bahut soothing hai, isme koi, like ye linear hai."
Yeah.
So they were very surprised ke coming from with my background, you know, with Led Zeppelin and all the other music that I listen to, all of a sudden I was like, you know, nahi, you should change direction. So this is where we want to go, and we want to keep making more music that's pleasing to the ears. That's very important.
And let's talk about the video too. The
Yeah.
video is being shot over here in Islamabad. Well, for all those people who actually do all of this video shooting and whatnot in Karachi, I think Islamabad is one of the best places to shoot such a video.
scenes, like
And that's what they have done.
Exhilarating experience. I must say, it's my first experience on a video, and 2 days. But I mean, I had no idea what I was getting into, and it was fantastic.
I mean, some of those shots, the first opening
high
shot is
pressure,
amazing.
but it was a lot of fun. Constantly something going on, and I mean, the way these guys shot the video, the DOP and I mean the rest of the crew, the lighting. I think Shahryar had a really professional crew come in from Lahore. He had a certain idea in mind, and he wanted to implement it.
Okay, and that's
he did fantastic on that. I mean, there's some things I was not agreeing with, but he had this concept and he went through with it, and it came out really good on
and that's the thing. So this is because we're running short of time, but the whole idea, you know, you managed to from start to finish put forward the concept that you had when you started, right? Now shooting this this video, now going forward, what are your plans? You know, what can we expect now from Sargam Ki Khiladi?
And do you think that in days to come, for example, if Sia or Adnan probably make a recommendation or a suggestion that, okay, this time we're going to do this type of music or this type of song, are you going to listen to them, or
Is it
you
more
have your
collaboration?
own direction?
How does it work?
I've already written a few songs for this project, and I'm very excited about recording them. Obviously, the next project is there's a song that I want to write about relationships and the dynamics of relationships. Again, I think it kind of comes under the same Hum Nasheen kind of territory. But the idea is for us to lend our voices to it, and then very excited about bringing it to life. As far as whatever concept goes, because I have an advertising background, so I'm good at ideation. So I think we will make sure that the video that accompanies it comes out nice.
You know, one thing, sorry, I think relationships that what he's talking about is a very important aspect in today's world.
Yeah.
One of the areas where a lot of people have a lot of problems in. So what we were thinking about is, you know, talk about, in the song, talk about relationships, how they affect people on a daily basis, and how to manage them maybe, and talk about something like a heart-to-heart between two people.
Okay.
So he has this concept in mind, and we probably will.
Or 3
implement.
people, for
Maybe
example.
3, maybe
Like
4.
you did
You
to
never
this
know.
show.
It could be 4
You
even.
never know.
Yeah,
That's
because
amazing.
you
We haven't
definitely plan to
decided.
collaborate as well. For example, in Bangladesh. or
We just
Iran
got
or
a
wherever.
query from, and he knows also, I talked to him about it, a girl from Nepal, beautiful voice. And she sings in Nepalese, and she wants to collaborate with us already.
Amazing.
So music
Amazing.
beyond borders, you know, something like that.
Same Beyond Borders format, I think is going to work. So really looking forward to doing cool things, and I hope to, you know, that people really get into Sargam Ki Khiladi because it's the first song. But hopefully they'll see the same pleasing, soothing music.
And
which
whenever
I
you come up with a collaboration or any new project, you're more than welcome. You can
We will have
always
this
be on the
platform.
show, and it's going to be great. Thank you very much.
Thank you
gentlemen.
so much.
Thanks
and
for having
best
me.
of
Thanks,
luck
Ma.
for
Thanks,
it.
Shazad. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
And for all those people who are out there, there's one more thing which is
Yes,
very
very
important.
important.
Two more important things, and that is that when somebody takes an initiative, I think the entire nation needs to back it up, because the initiative is definitely going to bring, first of all, peace amongst all the nations around. And I think if Sargam Ki Khiladi, if music, if arts can do that, in fact, only art can do that peacefully as well. No roundtable conferences, no wars. We don't want that.
We just stop talking, we
So
just
this
start
is
singing.
so this is our resolve. And other than that, ladies and gentlemen, it's a new year. It's a new Muslim year. It's 1439 Hijri now, and it's 1st of Muharram. So everybody who's out there, please look after yourselves, and congratulations for the new year too as well.
Absolutely, and so congratulations everyone, and you know, it's an important month, and we will be obviously observing it within the show next week. So if you want any information on Sargam Ki Khiladi, their Facebook is facebook.com/Sargam Ki Khiladi, and if you want their information, log on to our Facebook fan page,
Which is with the name World This Morning.
our Twitter page,
World This Morning, without a G.
Daily Mission YouTube page,
World This Morning, World This
and the
Morning.
repeat is at
11 p.m.
Have a wonderful weekend, be good, be safe, and we'll see you bright and early on Monday.
Till the next time, 1, 2, 3.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.